Here are 7 signs of spiritual maturity for those who want to know where they currently are in their walk with Christ. The first is that spiritually mature Christians are receptive to discipline. In the book of Proverbs, Solomon often talks about how wise people are receptive to discipline and reproof. Spiritually mature Christians are wise, therefore they are also very receptive to discipline, because they know that discipline makes them better and it helps them to grow in their relationship with God. A second sign of spiritual maturity is good discernment. Hebrews 5:14 tells us, "But solid food is for the mature, who because of practice have their senses trained to discern good and evil." A third sign of spiritual maturity is sinning less. They're consistently walking by the Spirit that do not gratify the desires of the flesh, which then causes them to begin to sin less. The fourth sign of spiritual maturity is that spiritually mature Christians actually strive for greater spiritual maturity. Paul says in Philippians chapter 3 verse 14 to 15 this, "I press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. Therefore, all of us who are mature, let's have this attitude, and if in anything you have a different attitude, God will reveal that to you as well." In which, in context in Philippians chapter 3, Paul is speaking to how he's not perfect, but he is striving for that which is perfect, and he wants to grow in spiritual maturity. And he says that all who are spiritually mature should have the same attitude as him, and if you do not have the same attitude, eventually as you grow in maturity, God will reveal it to you as well. The fifth sign of greater spiritual maturity is enduring many trials and tribulations. Because to put it simply, it's through these many trials and tribulations that the spiritually mature have become the spiritually mature. The sixth sign of spiritual maturity is having the character of Christ. So the spiritual mature are going to be very much like Christ because of their intimacy with him. And you'll find that they'll produce all 9 of the fruit of the Spirit, being joy, love, peace, patience, goodness, gentleness, kindness, faithfulness, and self-control. And the seventh sign of spiritual maturity is having a mind like Christ, because they will consistently and constantly not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of their mind, and they're regularly setting their mind on the things that are above and not the things of this earth. So these are 7 different signs of spiritual maturity. And if you're wondering where you are currently in your walk with Christ in terms of spiritual maturity, these are good things to gauge yourself by.